So answer me this question. What was the last appliance you bought and where did you buy it, guys?
As a couple, with my partner,
Yep.
A DeLonghi cooker from Appliances Online.
Why does it not surprise me that you knew that?
Last appliance I bought a really ugly electric blue Christmas tree, and it wasn't welcome at home. I don't know where it ended up, but anyway.
Here it is.
Ah.
Well, look, you know...
It's pretty ugly.
Yeah, you do. Well,
Merry
I
Christmas,
like it. Merry
everybody.
Christmas, everyone. Go on, Heather.
I like
sorry.
it. I like the Christmas tree. It blends in with me. Anyway, so the answers are okay as long as your partner knew the answers as well.
Right.
Because Immigration New Zealand asks those kinds of questions of foreigners who want to come and live in New Zealand with the people they say they love. So we got a hold of Immigration's list of questions. We thought we'd test it out just to see how easy it is.
And you put your hand up for this story, Heather, which I thought was very brave.
Yeah,
This is where you
and
find
your
out that
beloved.
Heather and Barry really are lovebirds, this story.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
they're pretty cute. You're pretty cute in this.
That is not at all the impression that I got from
You watch
watching
it,
this
you
story.
watch.
I let Jill Higgins test me to see if we're a couple, and I kind of regret it.
Over in the UK, it was a game show. Couples quizzed on how well they knew each other with, big prize money at stake.
We'll make it £50 because you won a jackpot. Yeah. Thank you both very much indeed.
Imagine if it was your future that was up for grabs. We roped in 2 couples to give some questions a go.
I'm nervous and I'm not even going for citizenship. I don't want to stuff it up.
Just to clarify, they're self-professed love-dot twosomes who don't believe they're living a sham.
Married 4 years and have been together for almost 11.
6 years together, 4 years married.
We've got a 14-month-old daughter.
I spotted her butting in at press conferences and she was extremely annoying, and I thought, how can you shut this woman up? As it turns out, it was the best day of my life.
But how well do they know each other? It's question time. All the questions first go to the missus, while her other half deafens himself with music so he can't hear.
What a dick.
Then the man gets asked identical questions to see if the answers are the same. A little warm-up to get started. What's his favourite position in bed?
As in...
That's not really a question.
I'm like,
On my back.
Enough frivolity. The rest of the questions are the ones immigration actually use.
So, Heather, when did you start living together and where?
February 2008 in Kandala.
Oh, it was in Kandala, 2010.
What?
It was.
2008?
Too late now.
It was probably 2008
At the end of 2007.
in Auckland, in an apartment on Beaumont Street.
That was on Victoria Park.
Now, they were both right, but I marked them wrong because the answers aren't exactly the same. And strange as it sounds, immigration officers don't always know local stuff.
Where did you buy your wedding dress from?
Jane Yee.
Oh, it's that designer in Ponsonby.
Parnell is the same as Ponsonby to him.
Which countries has Matt travelled to?
Fiji, to Australia, the States. That's it, that's definitely it.
Australia, Fiji,
Yeah.
and United States and Malaysia.
Didn't I see you when I was filming in Japan?
In Japan.
Oh!
In Japan.
I missed Malaysia and Japan.
Whoops.
Which company did your partner work for last?
Truth, I think.
Oh, Independent Radio News.
Who does which chores?
I do most of the cooking, he does the washing, and we split the rest.
Tony does most of the cooking and I do most of the rest.
That's not true!
What did you guys do last weekend?
Oh, we went to the Christmas parade with our daughter.
We went away to Matakana.
I forgot that bit.
What time does Matt get up?
He's been getting up at 5:45.
I usually get up about 6.
Half an hour before me.
Oh, after she's been served breakfast.
Now we find out. I can see why this works.
To the scores on the doors, including all questions, it's 10 to Barry and Heather, 7 to Tony and Matt. Can they redeem themselves on the last one? What does Matt do in his spare time?
He does fitness, so he's either going for a run or he does weights.
Exercise?
Boom! Whoa!
His children are a big hobby and he likes a drink.
Golf. No, I like to play golf, but I don't get enough of it.
What about the other one that you like doing?
Oh, yeah, I like drinking red wine.
As you can see, I would have some difficulty proving that I'm married to that man.
There is obviously not much of a golfer in your eyes, right?
Also, there's a massive age gap. Anyway, so moving on, we are joined by Tuariki Delamere, who's an immigration consultant. Also, you may recognise him as former immigration minister. Tuariki, you've got a number of clients who've been tripped up by some very simple mistakes in those questions, haven't they?
Just like Barry, tripped up. Unbelievable decisions. And the reality, I mean, that was funny, but it's real. There are New Zealand citizens out there whose marriages are being destroyed because of little differences like that.
Can you give us an example of one?
Well, one client, where'd you meet your husband? Oh, Mr. Chen's in Manurewa. Where'd you meet your wife? Mr. Chen's in Manukau. Yeah, no good.
So
not genuine.
For the benefit of people who live outside of Auckland and also the Immigration Department, we will show you how close they are together. In fact, they could be considered one suburb sometimes, couldn't they?
Well, I'm not
In
from
fact,
there.
there's a lot of people that would think Manurewa is part of Manukau.
Well, I always thought Manurewa used to be part of what was Manukau.
Right?
Yeah.
That's extraordinary.
There are, of course, other tests. It's not just the questions that they get asked. Immigration Department has very kindly given us some of the tests. That they have to prove that they live together. They have to prove that they have an exclusive sexual relationship. How do you... No, actually, I'm joking.
Video.
And they have
Difficult to prove.
Yeah, don't go there. They have to prove that there is public acceptance of the relationship.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, in Immigration New Zealand, India, they went around the neighbourhood. Do you know Yogesh Thapar? Oh, yeah, that's the boy that went overseas a couple of years ago. Did you know he's married? No. Oh. Not genuine, decline.
Wow.
Not public acceptance.
The fact that they got a kid, child, boy, that didn't stack up.
OK, to be fair, they're right to be tough, aren't they? Because you yourself say up to 20% of those Indian marriages are sham.
Well, a lot of them are. I think it's right to check them. But to be fair, I mean, I would think a 4.5-year-old child would outweigh some neighbours that may or may not know Yogesh Thapar or Lisa Singh's case.
Do they question the child about how long he's known his mother for?
Yeah, I reckon. Well, Lisa Singh, the one who was in Parliament the other day, not genuine. She's only been married for 6 years, got a 4.5-year-old kid. Why is it not genuine? She's Maori. Got to have at least 5 kids.
So Tuariki has said to us that in some cases he thinks that there is incompetence at Immigration New Zealand. We went to Immigration New Zealand, we asked them about that. They said there are definitely opportunities to improve things, and they have produced an internal administration circular for staff, so that should just clear things up. That should be fine now.
Opportunities to improve. It's my favourite response.